Hello everyone on YouTube, it's Jordan here again, and today I want to talk about something really good. Now, we all know that Windows Defender is pretty much useless against modern threats, and particularly screen reader users used to have trouble with modern antivirus. But now, with NVDA, that's right, NVDA, the free screen reader for Windows, moving up to Python 3, and Avast now on proper Chromium framework, Avast, and probably some other security programs, now works with NVDA. So in this video, we're going to demo Avast antivirus and NVDA. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and find my laptop. Here we go. Decided to get just the computer because I've got plenty of charge in it. And yes, I can't use laptop keyboards, but I'm going to do my best in this video. I don't like laptop keyboards for some reason. This one is my almost 1 year old 15-inch Lenovo laptop, IdeaPad 320. Let me just turn the camera towards me. It comes with Windows 10. I've given it the Windows XP startup sound. It comes with 4 gigs of RAM. It has a 1 terabyte hard drive. It has an AMD A6 processor and AMD R4 graphics. And it has a Qualcomm Theros Wi-Fi card and a dummy optical drive right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to open this thing up, boot this baby up, and we'll get started with Avast antivirus and NVDA. It's taking a while. This thing's starting to show its age now. There we go, I can hear the hard drive now. And just make sure I'm still recording.
Mic stop recording.
You can't hear it, but the hard drive is spinning. I can hear it spinning. We're just going to have to wait for the thing to boot up. If I could use this keyboard, then it does feel nice to type on, but I just don't like using laptop keyboards and I prefer to use desktop ones. I could hook up my Mac keyboard, but it'd be a waste of time. It does take a while for this to boot up though. So we're just going to have to wait. Sometimes pressing a key on the laptop helps too, so I'll just press enter. There we go, Windows is booted up. Now I'm on Windows 10 and I've given it the Windows XP startup sound. So now we wait for NVDA to start. There we go. There we go. Now we just wait for it to start speaking.
NVDA, please wait.
There we go. Yes, this laptop is starting to show its age now. But we're going to be using the powers of Avast antivirus and NVDA, and we're also going to be doing some tests too. I just got to wait for my taskbar to come up before I can actually use the computer.
Taskbar.
There we go, there's my taskbar. Let the laptop idle for a bit.
Microsoft.
And I'm going to talk about why you should consider switching to Avast. If you're a gamer like me, Avast will accept certain files in BGT because it monitors the file before deciding what to do with it. Windows Defender doesn't do that, and will just completely stop the file from running, thinking it is a virus. In fact, 99% of the stuff that Windows Defender detects is false positives, especially if you're running programs in BGT, like games. Whereas avast, that's literally, that literally goes way down to something like 20%. We'll probably play a few MIDI files as well. But then again, MIDI files can't get viruses on them anyway. Alright, so the laptop's had some time to idle. I'm going to go ahead and press the Windows key, not my start menu.
Start window, search box edit blank.
And we're going to go search for avast. So if I know where my letters are.
A.
It's still idling.
Avast free antivirus app. Press
There we
right to
go,
switch
avast
between 1 or 3.
antivirus. I'm going to go press enter on that.
Avast.
If you don't see the app window, you can always Alt-Tab up to it. Alt and Tab is your computing superpower here. If you do an Alt and a Tab. My Tab key is misshapen on this computer, and I think that's how it originally came.
Caps lock off. Caps lock. Space. Explorer.
We're still on Windows Explorer. Might want to
Start
open
window,
avast again.
Search window, search pop A. V. Avast free antivirus app. Press right to app.
We're going to try and get avast to open. If it doesn't open, then I'm going to have to... Does my tab key actually work? Let me go into my input help.
Input tab.
Yeah, it does.
NVDA +1. Input help off.
This is why I prefer to use an
This is not a valid window. You are probably on the desktop or the start button. This window has no top-level windows to cycle to.
I didn't know NVDA could do that. If you press Windows and Tab.
This is not a valid window. You are probably on the desktop or the start button. This window has no top-level windows to cycle to.
I like how it does that. That is awesome. Are we on avast yet?
Avast free antivirus.
Yeah, there we go. There's avast. We just tab up to it. There we go.
Avast document. Main landmark. Main landmark. Run smart scan. Visited link. Avast document. Visited link. Run smart scan.
We can already see that NVDA has just started to lay out the program like a web page.
Microsoft.
So you can interact with the headings on the page, and you can also interact with the links and stuff. So you've got here your smart scan if you want to scan something.
Frame about colon blank. About colon out of heading level 1. This computer is protected.
The heading says that this computer is protected. We are using the free version of Avast Antivirus. Gotta love that software.
Navigate out of frame button collects performance.
So there's your performance.
Button collects privacy.
Privacy.
Button collects protection.
Protection.
Button current page status.
There's the status.
Banner landmark button close Avast free antivirus.
And there's the option to close as well.
Button minimize Avast free antivirus. Button menu.
And there's the menu button.
Button notifications.
This is a big step forward to antivirus, and I want to share this to all NVDA users because, for one, Windows built-in security is not enough. You need something better. And remember the WannaCry attack? Chances are most of the people affected were using Microsoft Security Essentials, which Windows Defender is based off of. My family doesn't use that. My mum uses Norton, and I use Avast, so yeah. My sister also uses Avast as well, so I've always been an Avast customer since the XP days. And
heading level 1 Avast free antivirus. Heading level 1 Avast free antivirus.
There's the title. Now we're going to have a go at scanning the file. I'm going to go onto a drive on my computer now. Let me go to File Explorer. Let me go into my oops. I forgot I didn't. Which one's my Windows key? There we go. I'm going to go into my C drive on File Explorer. And we're going to learn how to scan a file. So I go to my C drive.
X selection
Oops,
removed.
I don't have an X drive.
X.
I've got a C, a D, and a D partition. So I'm going to go to my C partition.
C:. Text unavailable. Windows C. Window items view list.
So let's scan something in the program files folder.
P items view list. Purple P program files 9 of 15.
Open that. Program
items
files.
7 zip not select. AM Avast software.
There's Avast software.
Files G. Dolby 5 Atlantic Internet Explorer 7 of 31.
Yeah, we'll go on Internet Explorer.
Items NUS 2 of 13.
Does this laptop have an applications key?
Images. John J. Signal 5 X export X Lobby DLL X export X 6 of 13.
There we go. There's an executable. Do I have a menu button? Menu click key.
Lobby DL X export X 6.
No, but I do have function keys. So Shift F10.
Context menu.
There we go.
Open run as it does move to 7 to CR scan selected items for viruses S.
Scan selected items for viruses, and it'll go ahead and open Avast and scan. Hopefully. There we go. And that noise you've just heard there means that it's scanned the file and the scan is complete. So we're going to go switch over to Avast.
Avast free antivirus.
With the magic tab function, Alt and Tab, which I call the magic switch.
Avast free antivirus. Pay.
Okay, so we'll tab into that.
Document. Heading level 1 Avast free antivirus. Main landmark done button.
So there's the done. Now it's going to come up with a load of things. So read these carefully.
Button done. Button done. Good for you. Heading level 1 no malware found.
So it's telling me here no malware found. So we'll repeat that again.
Good. Heading level 1 no malware found. Good for you. Button done.
So we just click the done.
Virus scans heading level 1.
And we're in our virus scans list. You can also access your virus chest from here as well.
Visited link setting. Here you'll find a variety of scan types from our popular Smart Scan to detect malware and other issues. The more specialized scans below. Visited link run Smart Scan. Link rescue disk link scan history.
You can also have rescue disk as well, and you've got scan history as well.
Heading level 3 other scans.
So and other scans.
Link scan now full virus scan your entire PC from top to bottom.
You don't need to do that because Avast will do that in the background. You don't need to do that.
Visited link scan now targeted. Visited link open now good time scan for threats before Windows starts up.
So that's good. Windows Defender can't do that. You can scan for boot issues, you know, with viruses that affect your UEFI firmware.
Mike, stop record.
So that is exactly what we need in an antivirus.
Link open now custom scans. Create your own scans too.
You can also create your own scans. That's really cool. I didn't even know you could do that.
Link open now custom scans. Create your own scans too.
So that's all I need to know about Avast Antivirus. Oh yeah, by the way, updates, Avast updates. You don't need to restart the computer every time Avast installs an update because the program itself will restart in the background. You don't need to mess about with this. The only time you need Avast open is if you want to scan any files you've downloaded for viruses, or you just want to check on your check your antivirus, see if it's doing its job properly. Personally, performance-wise, I have not had any hindrances with performance on Avast. If your IT department is using Windows Defender, it's putting itself at risk in a way. I personally like, look, if you want to use Windows Defender, do so at your own risk. Because I am very security conscious when it comes to computers, and I've always used third-party antivirus, Avast being one of them. You're probably wondering now, what about AVG and Avira? I haven't tried those yet, but I should imagine they work the same way. They both run on the same framework, but Avast isn't open source, but it is based on Chromium, which is open source. So there you go, we've just done a scan on Avast antivirus using NVDA. Would I recommend you get Avast in 2020? Well, with many people working from home because of the pandemic, it's worth going for Avast. I personally prefer Avast over antivirus, mainly because it leaves my computer alone a lot of the time. It only needs to pop up when it wants to notify me of anything. It's easy to create exceptions. If it does detect, on the rare occasion, it does detect false positives, which a lot of the times it doesn't. It's very good at detecting viruses. It even saved me from getting a virus once. I'll tell you why.
Mike, stop.
You may have heard of a fake version of Google Chrome called Citrio, developed by Catalina Group Limited. That, according to Avast's database, is a potentially unwanted program. May not be a virus, but it does install potentially unwanted stuff. And the company behind Citrio has a terrible track record. Advertisements and stuff, they basically use your data for money purposes. They're not doing what they're basically selling it on. It's basically a data mining company. And Avast saved me from this particular threat when I tried it out. I am very glad it did that. I have to say, this software has helped me a lot. And if the people behind Avast is watching this right now, thank you very much for this piece of software. Not only have you helped me protect my Windows device, but now that NVDA has moved up to Python 3, lots of visually impaired people like me can now use your software. So thank you very much, Avast. So that's all from me. I'm going to go ahead and shut the computer down, put it away,
Context menu.
because it doesn't need to be open.
Inside out you. Secure desktop.
Yeah, keep in mind I am using Windows 10, but I've customized it heavily to be like Windows XP, because I miss XP. I used to have an XP computer. Boy, I miss that machine. So we're going to wait for it to shut down here. Taking its time. Whatever you do, don't force it. You want to let it do it in its own time. Hard drive is still running. This will shut down if it wants to, which I don't think it is. There we go. The computer is completely shut down. I'm going to go ahead and close the lid. I love the design on this laptop, by the way. Very nice design. Lenovo have done a pretty good job on that.
Mike, stop.
But what about this laptop in 2021 though? Personally, no. I don't think I wouldn't recommend it now. I mean, 4 GB of RAM, Come on, most modern computers come with 8 gigs. Even this Mac, that has 8 gigs of RAM. I mean, come on, you don't need a computer with 4 gigs of RAM in 2021. It's ridiculous. I can upgrade this thing to 16 gigs of RAM though, which is quite nice. I can't upgrade the processor, but I can at least give it an SSD. I'm going to put the laptop back in its case.
Microscope recording.
Now that that's sorted, I'm going to hand you over to my good old Yamaha PSR220, and you can hear the good old soul demo again before I end the video. So I'm going to make sure I'm recording.
Microscope.
This is Jordan signing off, saying have a good day everyone. Take it away, Yamaha PSR220.